Joining us by phone now, Oliver Thomas, New Orleans City Councilman, who's at a local hospital now visiting with victims in the aftermath. Councilman, I'm so sorry about this development, and we certainly appreciate you sharing some of your time this morning with us. What are you hearing primarily from the folks on the ground where you are right now?
Well, our main concern right now is the condition of the victims and the officers who were involved in this grave, very unfortunate act. So I've been at the emergency room for the last hour and a half or so, just making sure that talking to them, seeing what their needs are, checking on them, and much appreciation to the LCMC, the emergency room and the hospital staff here. They have done everything above and beyond board to take care of the victims as well as our officers. So I'm hearing the same things you guys are hearing, but my major concern is the families and the victims of this act, and I'll let our federal partners determine how they classify it and follow their lead on the investigation moving forward.
How severe are some of the injuries you've witnessed? What sort of treatments are folks receiving right now?
Thank God that the two of the officers who were involved in the shooting, they don't seem to have life-sustaining injuries. You have a few other victims who are in here that they haven't classified the state of their injuries or how severe they are. But a couple that I saw, they look like they don't seem to be life-threatening. But of course, you don't know that because there's so many people that have been involved in this tragic event.
Absolutely. Are you getting any insights, sir, into how all of this unfolded, what people saw, what they heard in the moment?
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, an automobile barreling down one of the most visible streets in the world this time of year, usually one of the most populated streets in the world, in a city that hosts major events, some of the largest, most attended events in the world. So even though it affected New Orleans, it's an unfortunate incident for our country and the rest of the world, especially people who understand the importance and the history of our city here.
Absolutely. Are you getting any feedback from police officers as well? We know 2 officers were shot. They're reportedly right now in stable condition. How is the local police force taking this news?
Well, I mean, the chief is on point there. Our federal partners have said, hey, look, they've taken the lead, especially because of the severity of the event. But rank is down here right now checking on victims and especially the officers who were involved or those who are injured who are here at the emergency room. So, I mean, our main concern right now is the families of the folk who lost their lives and the folk right now who have sustained injuries that we're hopeful that won't be life-threatening. And then the staff here at the hospital, man, has been tremendous in attending to all of the victims and all the people that we're hoping recover.
You know, I would imagine a lot of people in your local community know someone who was celebrating in this popular area last night. What have those reunification efforts look like? What are the communication streams to keep loved ones informed at this hour?
Well, great point. You know, and I think New Orleans is so small, and we're not really removed, right? That far removed, and one of the officers, I won't say his name yet, but I knew of his family growing up in the neighborhood that I grew up in. So, and my cousin, who's a Division I coach, who was at the school that he attended, the high school he attended. So that's a great point, right? Because once these names are going to be released, and this town here, especially for the folk who are from here, it is so small that we're not that far removed from each other. And once I found out he was a kid, I even asked him about his family. He was like, "Yeah, right. That's who he's related to." That's important not to forget that we're not that far removed, especially for some of the local people who have, whether they're on the law enforcement side or whether they were enjoying the revelry of New Year's, that we're feeling it it's personal to us here.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.